This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer. The one, the only. Ape father in the house, baby. Wow! I'm reading this article, and it's about the giant inflatable rat. They actually call it Scabby. Okay, and it's saying, is constitutionally accepted free speech. Now, this article was written July 22nd of 2021. So this is right now. This is, this is like a long time ago, a couple of months ago, and it is deemed constitutionally accepted free speech. Let me read a little bit about this article. Now, the reason why you're probably wondering why I'm reading this article is Ape Father's doing his DD on the big 20-foot inflatable gorilla that I want to put at the SEC offices. But let's read what this article says. A giant inflatable rat commonly used by unions at picket sites can continue to see the light of day, a labor regulatory has decided. It says, for decades, the balloons rodent, affectionately known as Shabby by labor groups, has been a common fixture at work sites and at union protests. With its snarling fangs and scab-covered belly, a reliable signal that a union has a dispute with a nearby company or work site. The rat and its lesser-known cousins, a fat cat and a greedy pig, range in size from 6 feet to 25 feet high. Okay. Judges have long held that this constitutes protected free speech and can be used in public as long as the balloons don't block entrances and exits to a job site. So this is very important. So I'm starting to really feel that this is constitutionally allowed. We could put a gigantic gorilla, a 20-foot gorilla, somewhere by the SEC building, as long as it's not blocking entrances and it's not blocking exits to a job site, okay? So far, good news, because I'm doing my DD on this, okay? But now it says, under the Trump administration, the National Labor Relations Board seemed posed to exterminate Shabby, or at least clip its inflated tail. Peter Robb, then the general counsel for the NLRB, opted at a union use of inflatable animals at the site of a business that did not have a direct dispute with the union, constituted illegal picketing, and did not deserve free speech protections. Now that don't sound too good, but let's continue to read. The case in question involved the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 150, which is headquartered just out of Chicago. That's their main headquarters. The union has accused of unfair labor practices the local bought Shabby to a trade show to protest Lipper Components, a supplier, and they made Lipper a neutral third party to the union's dispute, and Robb argued an unfair victim of the union's confrontational, threatening tactics, okay? These tactics were not protected by the First Amendment, Robb argued, because their end goal, a boycott of Lipper Components, was illegal, and because the union's complaints were labor speech engaged with an eye toward a commercial end, and therefore deserving of lesser First Amendment protections. But here's the end result. The NLRB disagreed this week by a 3-1 decision, and the board found that the rat's use fell within the grounds of free speech. Beautiful. So, I mean, everything I'm reading here, I'll attach the article for you to read. This sounds like this is protected under our First Amendment rights of free speech. The Ape Father is going to go for the permit, and I can't see why I'm not going to get it. As long as it's not blocking entrances, as long as it's not blocking exits, I think this is going to be a green light. I think we're going to be able to do it. Now, the next thing is, what do I do once this big gorilla is up? See, the thing is, I have to ask them if I could use a megaphone. I have to find out, if that's going to be allowed. But if I could use a megaphone, then I'll start shouting, all the people walking past me, I'll shout out, Gary Gensler, you got to do your job. Wake up, smell the coffee, baby. AMC to Pluto, I'll just keep talking and talking for hours. Now, if I can't use a megaphone, I guess I could just, I have a very loud voice, I have a voice like that. You don't even need a megaphone. It's so loud, Ahoo! AMC to Pluto. I got a very powerful voice. So even worst case scenario, if I don't have the right to use a megaphone, my voice is loud, baby. But I just wanted to give everybody an update. The ape father's doing his homework. I'm doing my DD. And let me tell you something. This is going to be tremendous. It's happening real soon. We're getting very close to it, baby.